Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with The Dangers in My Heart season 2 episode number 7 reaction. So the previous episode it was another really good episode, and one of the biggest things happens. First of all, Ichikawa is gets an opportunity to be like the class speaker, during the farewell of the seniors, I think. And he obviously at first he kind of hesitates, but then he realizes that he has to do something. He cannot keep running away, and he has to face his fears and maybe show Ichikawa that he can show Yamada that he can change. And he takes it, and he like does it properly by the end of it, and gives a very good speech, even though he didn't bring the memo that she should have had. And he gave the speech from the heart, and it was really like good. um and then there was the second part where we have the Pikmi senpai. He he came and confessed to Yamada, and Yamada declined him and said that, yeah, like like I already have someone that I like, and with that in itself my hand is full. I cannot do anything else. And it was a really beautiful way she said that. And in the end, you can see that Pikmi senpai might have his own issues, but then again, at the same time, his attitude is what makes it the worst. And it is true that he has been doing some bad stuff, like with what has happened in season 1. Like, few of the things were something that he shouldn't have done. So yeah, like, I can sympathize with him a little bit, but at the end of the day, that doesn't give you the right to be what you did. So yeah, either way, if that's over, he moved on. And yeah, it was a nice little ending. And obviously Ichikawa now knows that Yamada likes him. And yeah, so let us see what happens today. This is episode number 7, I think. Yeah, let us get started. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, I won't be putting the subtitles because of a certain thing that's happening, like in my channel. I'm trying to check out what the problem is, and that's why I'm not providing the subtitles in all my videos for a few days. I'll try that. So the subtitles won't be provided, but I doubt you'll have problem, because I'm sure you guys sync the original video. I'll provide the timer here so that you can sync it to the original video. And yeah, let us get started. So I'll be putting the timer over here, sync it to the original video, and my video. And yeah, let us get started. So here's the countdown: 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, they have recorded it. Wow. I doubt that. Well, no, I doubt that. I doubt she was there. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, she's. Yeah, really? Wow. Yeah, don't do that. Basketball club is going on to. What? Hmm. Oh, a lot of people are talking about her. Well, yeah, obviously. Damn, the whole group is going, I guess. Damn. Oh my god. he he rented a whole room. Oh my god. Yeah, Yamada's just there to eat. She's just she's eating. Come on, man. Eating. Yeah, that's why you're doing a kampai? Okay. Nah, man. Just eating. Hey, yo. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Eh. Oh, these are seniors. Yeah, yeah. Oh no. Oh my god, this is bad. Oh no, this is bad. Yeah, what do you say in this situation? Uh, such an awkward situation. Like, what can he even say in this situation? Like, oh my god. Oh, Yamada's here. Yep. Um. Okay. Ah. Now, what type of coincidence is this? Exactly. Like, you don't even have an excuse to. Oh. But. Yeah. Oh god. Well, yeah, obviously. He was just there. Wait, did she not? Oh, he said it. Yeah. Oh no. Hey! Oh! Oh, that's awkward as hell. That is awkward as hell. It was just outside. Oh. He's singing the opening song. He's singing the opening song. Oh, we still haven't had the opening song. Oh my god, that is a really, really good transition. Oh my god, that was okay. That was nice. Hmm. So, okay. Indeed. Look at everyone's just. They're like, yeah, that was an interesting. Oh, Hara. Okay. Hey! Wait, she was there. What? Wow. Well, yeah, you're the one who's inviting. Oh, 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 they were literally. He was the one who said. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Well, you're the one to talk. Yeah. Oh. O- Okay, he has to, yeah, prepare something. Yeah. He has to make some. Did he forget? No, I doubt he forgot, but I think like he probably didn't realize it that fast. What is that? Bruh. Oh, Hana's here as well. Well, obviously. Yeah? Hmm. Like, this is Yamada. Like, just bring her something like chocolate food. Any food, she'll like it. What not to get? Wait, but why her? Like, she's not gonna give white day chop. Well, I guess she's like, oh, I can help you out. Yeah. Ex. Yeah. Well, hmm. No, but you know. Yeah, that is true. Wow. Yeah, I guess. But why? Oh boy. Had. Hey, there she is. Oh no. Oh no. Bro. Okay, you. Come on, let him complete the sentence. And context, you know? Context. Oh, context. You know, there's a thing called context. Oh, okay, calm down. Oh God. Yeah, you. Why? Oh God. Exactly. Like I said, context. What? Oh, she's like dieting, I'm guessing. Yeah, well, no. Oh, that is why. That makes sense. Because, you know, yeah, you have food all over. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, like, let her. Sure. Like I was saying. Exactly. Yeah, okay, I'm going to talk about this in the discussion section. This is such a big thing of the world nowadays. People are like, okay, I'll talk about this later, not now. Ah, there you go. Well, it's always a white day gift. Oh. What? Oh, okay. So she helped him out. But yeah. Oh my God. Oh. Ooh. Wow, the timing today. Ah. Okay. Yeah, what are you dense? You didn't. What did she not know up until now? I guess. Hmm. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Wait, where's Yamada? Wow. Really? Yeah, it's such an obvious act. Oh, there she is. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Hey! It's me! Oh. Oh, he bought something. Yeah. I guess he did buy it. Like, Hara was helping him out. Okay. Wow. All right, here we go. Yeah. That's why she took, like, such a big, long amount of time to prepare herself. Oh, there we have it. Yeah. Oh wow, so he did buy, like, make it himself. Oh, are they going to do half like they did for the? Maybe not. Wait, what is that? Whoa, what? Hey, I wasn't expecting that though. What? Okay, that is crazy. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Huh? Will she tell him to tie it or something? Yep. Oh, I thought it was a necklace. Okay, never mind. It was a. What was it? It's like a band or something. Yeah, like a hand ornament band. Oh, okay. There you go. He said it. Hmm. We're overflowing. Okay, that was really nice. Okay, that is it. That was this episode. This is episode number 7. Yeah, there you go. Now, that again a very wholesome episode. We get to see more progression, and this time it was the white day gift that he gave it to her. I thought it was like a necklace or something, so I thought like she was going to be like, oh, put it on, and she's going to tie it in her, like in her neck. That's what I thought, but it's like I'm not really sure what they are called, like hand bracelet or something, like, and that doesn't look like a bracelet. It's like a chain, in the, in the on the in the wrist. So it was that. And yeah, there you go. He, like, I wasn't expecting that, really. Like, I did kind of think, I was like, wait, if he made like a, like a muffin at home, what was he even trying to buy? Like, Hara said like, oh, I'm going to help you buy whatever. And what was he even attempting to buy if he already brought it from his home? I was wondering, but didn't really think much about it, but now it makes sense. So he made the muffin and he came here early to buy like a chain or something, and met Hara, bumped into Hara and on the train, and probably bought it, and like, put it in the. Mm, wait a minute, but how did you put it in the muffin? Wait. How did you do that? Like, after putting it, you have to wait a minute. Let me see. The chain was inside the muffin, wasn't it? Or am I mistaking? Wait a minute. That is also why she was pretty panicked when she was just gobbling the whole thing. He's like, come on, one bite at a time. Yeah, it was in it. Okay, so when did he put that? Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, so did he not buy it today? I guess not. Then he already bought it at home and put it when he was making the muffin. So okay, I see. So today he just, but then didn't he say at the beginning that I'm here to, like, I'm early here to? Oh no, he didn't say that. Okay, that was my mistake. He didn't particularly say that. Hara said that. Hara's like, oh, are you here to buy white ticket? And he was the one who said like, oh no, not necessarily, not because of that I'm here. He did, like, say that no, he wasn't here because of that. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure by that time he already had it. Like, he had it in the muffin. He already, like, made all the preparations. Um, okay, that makes sense. Um, right, and yeah, there you go. In the end, it was a oh, and also in the end, Ichikawa also tells Yamada that, oh, you look really cute, and like, she, I'm pretty sure he remembered her mentioning that. Oh, that's when like, when the Kanzaki was complimenting Hara. She said something like, oh, that's so nice or something. um that is why she remember, like, he remembered that, and he probably did that, he took that step. Okay, another beautiful episode, and yeah, that was, yeah, as good as always. So let me talk about the important scenes in this episode. The first section was obviously Ichikawa and Yamada meeting in the karaoke, and Ichikawa kind of admitting that, yeah, you know what, you came here with all these people, that's why I was a little bit. And hearing that, he, like, Yamada was like poking him, and everyone's like saw that. So that was that. Obviously, the important part over there was that section, that little development that they had. And then obviously the next section is the big one, where we get to see that Hara decides to invite Ichikawa and Yamada along with Kanzaki to go on a little outing. Not outing, like a little, like, day out. And yeah, and that's where all of these things happen. It's White Day, it was perfect timing for Ichikawa to buy something for her, and yeah, they did it. He bought the chain, I'm guessing. Then he made the muffin and put the chain inside the muffin like that. And then he came here, and then all that stuff happened. Now, another really important scene, or a very one of the scenes that I really liked, is when Kanzaki was like, "Oh, like like it's fine, you're okay like this, like you don't need to change or something like that." He said, "Where is that section?" Um, here we go. He gives her the White Day gift, and where is that section where he says that? Um, oh, here we go. I kind of missed it for a moment. Okay, when he was continuously like, "Oh, you know what? You don't need to like refrain yourself from eating. It's fine. You're fine the way you are." When he was saying that, and Hara was like, "Oh, okay, but kind of like she was hesitating, and he was kind of pushing that. Obviously, Ichikawa says like, "Okay, you know what? Stop it now. Like at this point, you're just forcing your own opinion on her if she doesn't want to be the way she is," which is something that is also very important. Like I've always like this is a thing that is very, I guess you could say, um what's that word, it is very common nowadays, this whole thing about like, "Oh, you know what, you're fine the way you are," and people to like, like, yeah, it's okay, like, it's fine the way you are, but you need to understand if the person in question is okay and fine with the way they are, or if they're not content with it and they want to change themselves, then you telling them to be like, "Oh, it's fine, you're fine the way you are," it's obviously that's what Ichikawa is saying here, that what you're doing is, at the end of the day, you're pushing your opinion on them. You're not really giving her the liberty to do what she's doing. If she wants to change, let her change. What's the problem in there? There's like, like forcing your, like, "Oh, you're fine the way you are," this whole thing, it seems positive, but at the end of the day, you are still forcing your opinion on her. It's like forced positivity or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but something like that. Like you need to understand if the person in question is happy with it or not. If she's not, and if she wants to make a change in herself or himself, you know like, then I don't think you should be pushing the fact, like, the thing that, "Oh, you're fine the way you are." Yeah, if they're happy with what they are and how they want to be, then it's fine. If they're not, and if they want to change, you shouldn't try to force, like, that forced positivity on them, like that kind of thing. I feel like this is one thing that has become extremely prevalent nowadays. Like, we just assume and get, I don't know, like, I don't know, our morality, our justice starts acting in a weird way, and we always act as if, like, oh, like, this whole, like I said, this whole forced positivity that, "Oh, you're fine the way you are," but have I even asked, like, the other person if they are okay with the way they are not, or they are actually trying to change, that kind of thing. Like, this is one thing that has become very, like, common nowadays, which is, obviously, it has its good parts. Obviously, a lot of people are accepting of a lot of other people, but at the same time, this is also another side of it, where you can see Hara is like, "No, I actually don't want to eat it. Probably she's probably on a diet. That is why she doesn't want to eat it." And he was like, "Come on, like, eat it. It's no problem." That's why Ichika's like, "Yeah, just leave it. If she wants to eat it, she'll eat it. If not. Yeah, now, but obviously there is another thing, another aspect to this. If she doesn't want to change, but she's forcefully trying to change because of society, or how people look at her, to change that, then that is somewhere you should interfere and tell them that, "You know what, don't think about others, do what you're happy about." That is a different thing. That is a very different thing than what is happening here with Hara. Hara isn't really thinking about anyone else. She knows that Kanzaki is happy with the way she is, but still she wants to change. She wants to, like, change herself, be a little bit more healthy. And that is why she's doing this. Is completely her own thing. She's not really trying to change herself, because of what others are saying, but she's trying to change herself because she wants to change. That is different, you know. If you're trying to change yourself because of what others are saying, that is wrong. And that obviously, not wrong, I would say, but at the end of the day, that can be, I guess you could say, you can make you unhappy by the end of it, because you know you were comfortable on your own, but you decided to listen to other people who wants to see you in a certain way, and you decided to change for them. Most of the time, if that clashes with what you want to be, then you will be unhappy. You know, listening to other people when your opinion is completely opposite of it always makes you unhappy. So obviously that wasn't the scene here. She wanted to change, you know, and that is why she has decided to do what she wants to, like, you know, like she's trying to change. And obviously Kanzaki, like, telling positive things to her is nice, but at the same time Kanzaki needs to remember that, yeah, if she wants to change, she's more than happy, you know, like, okay to do so, you know, that kind of thing. This was a really interesting section, you know, because I barely see people talking about this whole thing, like, you know, this whole um this, you know, like, this whole forced positivity. it it's just sometimes it's not really that the way. And yeah, you need to understand properly in which situation and in where and in what type of people, you know, when you're using this positivity. You should be mindful that your positivity doesn't become like a burden to someone else, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, Ichikawa like told him that. And in the end, Hara was like, and no, in the end, what's his name? Kansaki was like, ah, yeah, you know what, you're right. And he gives her the cutlery set. And after seeing that, Hara was like, ah, you know what? It's like, I think I can eat today. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm going to make it an exception, and I will have what I want today. You know, now that was her own, like, you know, opinion and her own decision. That's all well and good. You know, like, as long as she wants to do it, she should do it. That kind of thing. And that is what is important. You know, we shouldn't forget that, like, even though we want the best for the others, the person in question might have their own thoughts about it. That is something that we shouldn't forget. um and yeah, and there you go. And oh my god, that scene was pretty funny, where, like, you know, like, Ichikawa came in, no, Yamada came in the wrong situation, where Ichikawa like heard half of what he said, and like went into a little bit of a misunderstanding. Now, you know, I'm pretty sure Yamada realized what was happening, you know, and that is why she didn't really push it. She didn't really say anything much about it, and she just, at first she was kind of like, you know, like, looking at him like that, but then, you know, she kind of, she like, because, you know, we've seen this. Yamada knows, like, in situations like this, like, whenever like something like this happens, it's definitely some kind of a misunderstanding on their part, or either Ichikawa's part or Yamada's part. So she knows that, like, this has happened before as well. This is nothing new. So I'm sure she understood that, but, you know, human heart, it still feels a little bit weird, you know, in situations. If you see a situation like that, it's a human heart. You know, you cannot really suppress it. But yeah, like, but then there was that whole scene again with Ichikawa later telling Kanzaki that, oh, don't talk to Yamada and all that. And Yamada was there, like, you know, listens to that and blushes. That was pretty funny as well. And yeah, and then obviously the whole white day thing, and that whole necklace part. You know, all in all, it was a really good episode. And yeah, at this point, yeah, they're basically going out. Like, what else? What else? They're basically going out. They're like 80% going out. Like, all that's left is the formality, you know, like the formality that is a confession. That is all that is left. Who, like, who would think that this isn't going out with each other? Like, literally, they've like half confessed already to each other. Like Ichikawa literally, Yamada literally confessed to him on 14th of February, in a roundabout way, and like so many things happened after that. It's, like I said, the 80% going out. All that is left is the formality and the statement that, oh, like, like I like you, we should go out. That's all that is left. So yeah, there you go. mm, and yeah, I think that was it. That was this episode. Was there anything important? Another thing I wanted to mention here is that you can see Ichikawa was struggling here again, thinking about what other people think and how other people will perceive them. How he might not be good enough for Yamada. All these things he was thinking, and I love the part where he was like, kind of thinking like, yeah, like I feel like I should just go back home today. Like it's, yeah, not worth it, something like that he was thinking. And he looks at his reflection on the on the window, and his alter ego comes out. Who trusts you the most? Oh god. Right. And yeah, there you go. That was that. Now, that was my overall impressions of this episode. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the first section, we get to see Ichikawa, or Ichikawa's family, playing that section where Ichikawa gave that speech, and they're like replaying it. And Ichikawa's like, what the hell? Why? What are you guys doing? And his sister is like, oh, you know what? Let's do a little bit of a practice. What would happen if you suddenly become popular? So let's do a practice in case a situation like that happens. And she's acting like a girl who's come to confess to Ichikawa, while she's like, come on, tell me something like, sorry, there's someone else I like, that kind of thing. Um, yeah, and that whole thing happens. Ichikawa was obviously embarrassed at that. Anyways, all that aside, they he comes back to class, and obviously the previous episode, what happened was Ichikawa like almost like Ichikawa heard Yamada like say that, oh, there's someone I like, that whole thing. So there's a little bit of an awkward atmosphere going around between them. So whenever they're like like looking at each other, Yamada's just like kind of getting embarrassed. Now here you can see obviously Chi, I think, yeah, Chi tells Yamada that, what, should we go today? Like the basketball club are having like a karaoke, so should we go there? Obviously Ichikawa's it's like, why am I calling her Ichikawa? Yamada was like, yeah, let's go, because she just wants to eat. That's why she left. And also another reason why she did that, as we get to know later on, as she said that I was a little bit embarrassed to talk to you, and I was kind of thinking about a few things, something like that she kind of said, I remember. Because she was thinking whether Ichikawa heard what Yamada said. So that is why she was awkward, and that's why she didn't really come and talk to him. Because throughout this whole section, I was thinking Yamada's going to come and tell Ichikawa something like, oh, like, we're going out here, should, like, will you come with us? I thought something like that was going to happen. But the fact she didn't say anything, obviously, as we get to know in the end, that she wanted to, but she was embarrassed. That is why she didn't really talk to Ichikawa that much that day. They just looked at each other and got embarrassed. However, obviously Ichikawa, when he realized that a lot of senpai, like a lot of like boys are also going, all the guys that will be graduating, he was like, oh, and starts following them. Like, he knows that, like, what the hell am I doing? And he goes and like rents a full like booth, just sitting there alone and just waiting to see what happens and all that. And over there, Ichikawa and not sorry, Ichikawa not Yamada's just eating over there with everyone. Right, and she's just eating, like that's all she's doing. And here he bumps with these girls, these senior girls. Now these girls, obviously they recognize him, because obviously he was the one who gave the speech. So they're like, oh, come inside, like. And oh my god, this scene was so awkward. Just imagine, like, Yamada was like, wait, what? Why are you here? Now what makes it even more awkward is that he has no excuse other than I followed you. Like, what can he say? He couldn't say something like, oh, I'm here with my friends, because he's here alone. He cannot say something like, "Oh, I was just here, like just roaming around," because this is a karaoke. There's no reason for you to roam around here. He cannot even say that, "Oh, I came here alone," because yeah, that in itself is pretty sad. Like, who goes in a karaoke alone? Some people do, obviously, like the who practice like singing and stuff. But most of the time, friends. You need friends to go, and Ichikawa doesn't really have that many people that he could call friends, except a few. So he cannot really say that I just came here alone, because this isn't a place where you can just hang out alone. It's awkward. So he cannot even say that. So there's no excuse, no legitimate excuse except I followed you. So that was so awkward, and I'm pretty sure Ichikawa also thought that, yeah, what am I even going to say now? Like, I just came here alone just to, and why today, particularly this day, did I come here? No excuse. That makes it even more awkward, and it's so awkward. She just leaves and goes back to that room, and he's like face palming, and then Yamada comes in. And Yamada kind of says like, "Oh, I kind of went back from club today early on, and I was a little bit hesitating to talk to you today." And she like directly asks him like, "Oh, did you follow me here?" Oh god, and he hesitates for a moment, and yeah, and in the end he's like, "Yeah, I wasn't worried or anything, but either way, yeah." And she says like, "And I was kind of hesitating to talk to you today and all that stuff." And there you go. And he also kind of says here that, "Oh, I didn't want to come here with the guys, so." So all that, like, conversation happens, and Yamada starts poking him, and they look in front, and they literally see a few of the girls just peeking in, because obviously, like, like, suddenly if Yamada and both of them left, everyone will be a little bit like, like, thinking like, what's going on, like, why did those two leave? And they kept the whole door open. So this part is pretty funny, because I love how they just integrated Ichikawa singing with the opening song. That was pretty funny. And yeah, so there you go. That was that. And then next day, he's in the school library, and Hara comes in, and Hara's like, "Oh, there's a few things I want to talk to you about." Um, and Yamada's just there looking at them from behind the bookshelf. Okay, so here we go. The new section begins here, and in this section we get to see Hara invite these two to go to like a sweet like a sweet shop or whatever. And yeah, and he's like, "Oh, like, obviously, I want Kanzaki to come with us as well, like, is it okay?" And I love how when immediately both of these are like, "Oh, you mean it's like," and they stop, because obviously, like, I'm guessing they were going to say, "You mean it's like a double date or something like that," they were going to say, but they stopped realizing what they're going to say. Midway, they just stopped. They didn't complete that. Oh my god. Right. Okay. So all that stuff. Right. Yeah, and here we can also get to know that Hara and Kanzaki are not really going out, and we get to know later on as well that Kanzaki actually has confessed. However, Hara tries to like kind of brush it aside, and doesn't really, you know, um, like, I'm sure she wants to go out, but I'm pretty sure she's, I don't know, like, she probably, like, her situation is probably as Hara herself mentions later on, that me and Ichikawa are kind of the same. Like, her situation is also kind of like Ichikawa's, where she just wants the proper time for her to probably gather the courage to accept the confession. So it's similar to that. So she still isn't ready, I would say. She wants to accept, but she's probably not ready and comfortable enough. And that is why she's kind of, and I kind of agree with her. Like, she and Ichikawa, the personality are very same, and the things that they both of them struggle with are very similar as well. Both of them wants to change in their own way. Um, yeah. Okay. Either way, and she also mentions that, oh, it's on the white day, so he's like, oh wait, yeah, like, like, I have to make something, or like, bring something for for Yamada. Either way, on the day, of the day, of the day when they're going to go out. Yeah, he goes there quicker, meets Hara midway, and Hara's like, "Oh, I came early just for some shopping." And Hara here says that, "Oh, are you here to buy early to buy the White Day present?" And obviously, I didn't know at that time, but obviously we get to know that no, not particularly. He was here to buy any White Day stuff. He was just here. No, wait. He says that. Wait, I don't understand one thing. He says something like, "How does she know?" When Hara says like, "Oh, you're here." Oh no, no, never mind. That was my mistake again. Sorry. No. This conversation went like this. Um, I bet this is Yamada we are talking about, and that is where he's like, "Oh, how did she know?" Because yeah, like either way. So yeah, at this point, he already had it. I'm guessing the muffin, and inside the muffin, the thing, the ornament. So he already had it. So he didn't really come here to buy anything, or he just came here early. Right. Wait. I genuinely am really thinking something. Wait. So Um, I'm a bit confused here. It seems as if he's genuinely like, like walking together with Hara to buy something, but didn't he already have it with him? What is he even trying to buy? Because he already has his gift ready. Because like I said, the muffin and inside the chain, you cannot really buy it and make it. You need to go home and properly prepare it. Like properly make sure that the chain is inside and make the muffin, like that. So you cannot really do it on the fly. So that's why I was like, yeah, at this point of time he definitely has it already prepared. So I'm not really sure what he was trying to shop here for again, because he already had the gift. Okay, anyways, whatever. Either way, yeah, they're like going together, trying to like buy stuff. And she's like, "Oh, what should you buy?" Like, you cannot go wrong with food, because this is Yamada we're talking about. um and they talk about like like what he got, and he's like, "Oh, I got a muffin and it was homemade," all that conversation, normal conversation they're having. And here you can see that oh my god, this scene where Hara puts on a hat and she's like, "Oh, how do you think Yamada will look in this?" Ichika's like, "Oh yeah, like it's cute." That's what he says. And as soon as he says that, Yamada comes in from the back, and she comes in a very weird position, and the whole context is lost here. And she's like, "Wait, what?" Well, the Kanzaki is also just waiting, like just. Oh my god. Anyways, like I said, I'm pretty sure Yamada immediately realized what happened, and that's why she didn't really push it. Or either way, or maybe not. Maybe he realized it a bit late. But either way, yeah, it was just miscommunication. Um, and they're like off, like like goes to the sweet shop and sit down. And yeah, and then all these conversations happen. Nothing much really happens here. And yeah, this is where the other section thing comes up with the whole it's Kanzaki being like, "Oh, it's fine, you can eat today, like like you're okay like this, I don't mind." uh, and he also kind of says like, "Oh, you know what, I figured if Yamada was here, then Hara would eat up too, that's why I invited her." um okay, and then a few other conversation happens here. We get to also know that like Kanzaki had already confessed, but Hara isn't really like, she's kind of keeping it aside for the moment. Like I said, yeah, she's like Ichikawa, like she said, like she has her own things that she's worrying about. She's probably not ready. That is why she's trying to delay the answer. And yeah, that is the same with Ichikawa as well. Okay, either way, and this is where Ichikawa says that, like, come on, just don't try to push it on her. If she wants to change, like, then let her do so. Like, you telling her to be like, like comfortable as who she is, in a way is also forcing your opinion on her. Here we go. You're just forcing your own opinion on her if she doesn't want to be the way she is. You don't get to stop her from wanting to change herself. There you go. And he's in his head, he's like, yeah, I'm here because I want to change as well. That is why. And yeah, and Kanzaki's like, you know what? You're correct. And then he gives the cutlery set to her, and she's like, all right, you know what? Let me eat today. And yeah, so all that aside, you can see that Ichikawa and Kanzaki later has a conversation, and Ichikawa gets to know that Yamada was here from the beginning, a little early, and they kind of like shop together to buy the thing for Yamada. And you can see Ichikawa's like, oh, don't do that, don't go shopping with that. And we have Kanzaki here who's completely clueless about everything. And then he kind of says in the end that, oh, Yamada's mine. And Yamada's just there in the back. Oh god. Okay, either way, later on we get to see Ichikawa thinking that, oh, this isn't about what Kanzaki has, it's about what I lack. This is always me getting afraid about, like myself and my capabilities, and always comparing myself with someone else, like, yeah. And she's kind of struggling with that, and here Kanzaki kind of like encourages him, and he's like, you're fine, like, like you gave the speech and everything, like you're more than worthy enough. And he kind of says all of that. And oh, here is where he mentions that, oh, I already confessed to uh, Hara, but she always, like, brushes it aside. All right, all that stuff. Yeah, after that we get to see that Hara tries to take Kanzaki aside, because obviously she wants Ichikawa and Yamada to have a moment together. And yeah, here Yamada comes in and grabs Ichikawa's hand and drags them and eats, like, and they're like eating crepes and everything. Okay, so okay, one thing here, she's eating the crepe, and she's saying, just because you spend a lot of time alone with someone doesn't mean you don't want to keep doing it. What? Okay, wait a minute. The subtitle here is a bit weird. Wait a minute. Just because you spend a lot of time alone with someone doesn't mean you don't want to keep doing it. I'm genuinely confused with this. What? Just because you spend a lot of time alone with someone, okay, doesn't mean you don't want to keep doing it. Okay, right. Okay, yeah, that's what she says. Okay. And she's like, oh yeah, no, I mean Hara and Kanzaki. And then she's like, oh, what should we do now? And Ichikawa again kind of like, like is a little bit gloomy here, and he's like, oh, let's go. And he's thinking that, this is the right choice. Let's just forget about this. Yeah, like, it's me we're talking about. I'm always going to be like, like, I cannot stop comparing myself to people. The smallest stuff sets me off, and then I start hating myself for it. Right. And yeah, again, he's kind of going in that same like direction, and his alter ego comes out, and he's like, come on, dude, what are you doing? Don't forget that I'm the one who trusts you the most. Okay, either way, but it kind of works. This is after, literally after this, he kind of gets his things together, and he's like, all right, you know what, I have to do something. And here, you can see Yamada was probably noticed Yamada that he, when he was like going to get squished because of the train, he tried to protect something. That's why Yamada did that. And she's like, oh, you have something in your bag, maybe. And that is where he decides that, all right, you know what, can I have a little bit of a moment after we get off at the train? Yeah, and he comes and he talks to him, and he realizes how difficult it probably was for Yamada on that day, on Valentine's Day as well. and he realizes how difficult it is to give something. So he's like, all right, you know what? Don't think about anything. Just give it to her. And he brings it out and he gives it to her, and he's like, there you go. This is, you know, my White Days gift, a muffin. And I okay, here we go. When Yamada starts gobbling it, I realized it at the end why he suddenly panicked, because that thing was over there inside. That's why he's like, oh come on, like calm down, like eat it, like little by little. And she's like, oh sorry, I was just too excited. That's why he was concerned, because if he starts, she just gobbles it, that'll be a disaster. She'll gobble the thing as well. That'll be a big disaster. So right. These type of things, this is a big risk. Like you've seen, like people like put like a ring inside like the drink that you're drinking, or like stuff inside food. If since you're trying to keep it a secret and a surprise, you cannot really tell them to be careful. So it's like such a risky thing. Like you might just, if you're someone who like consumes food quickly and like tries to quickly like get it down your throat, you're probably going to choke on it immediately. But then again, the dilemma here is that you cannot really tell the other person to be careful, because that won't be a surprise anymore. Right. Either way, yeah, she gets that, and you can see like Ichika was just, like too embarrassed to say anything. He just gets up and tries to leave, but now it's time for Yamada to stop him, and she comes and she stops him, and she's like, "Here, like put it on me." And yeah, he tries it on her, and she like smiles, and she then starts crying. Oh no, she says like, how do I look? And like each cow's like, oh so cute, I could die. And yeah, that is where she starts crying. Yeah, and that is where it ended. Great episode. These two again, they progressed forward. And yeah, this time it was Ichikawa who gave something to uh, Yamada. And yeah, and it went perfectly. And I wasn't really expecting that whole section with the chain inside the muffin. That was pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting that in any way. Oh my god. But yeah, and you can see the explanation he has for it. He's like, it's too embarrassing to directly give it to her. So I just put it inside the muffin. That was obviously like, it makes sense, like, yeah, like directly giving it to her will be a little bit, yeah, you need a little bit more courage for it. So just like sneakily put it inside the muffin and give the muffin to her. It's kind of like, when you are afraid of a certain thing, maybe something that you have done, you write a letter and explain it there. And hand over the letter to the other person who you're trying to apologize to, and just run away, that kind of situation. Here is the same, but it's the opposite. This is something positive. He was just so like embarrassed to directly give it to us, so he just put it in the muffin. There you go. You found it. Oh wow, what a coincidence. It was just in there, that kind of thing. But obviously both of them knows that it's he gave it to him, but he directly didn't give it to her. That's why it's a little bit more easier, that kind of thing. Like I said, they like the stage they are in is a stage where they don't have the courage to like properly confess, but they are at the stage where they know that each other's feelings, and they kind of are like tiptoeing around the whole thing, but they know like everything that they're doing like shows that they know that they like each other, but they cannot really bring that in their mouth. They're in that sense. That's why I'm saying like they're like literally 80% like going out. The only thing that is left is the formality that, oh, I like you, I want to go out with you, that whole formality, that like vocalizing that, which is obviously very important. But yeah, they're still not able to get that. They're doing everything else, but they're not able to, they themselves very much know at this point of time, both of them knows that they like each other. But still, vocalization, that is the thing that is left. And yeah, and there you go. So that is it. That was my reaction for episode 7. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of The Dangers in My Heart. So yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.